magnificent, isn't it? The Australian outback is an awesome place to travel to in your four-wheel drive. But when ARB's founder, Anthony Ronald Brown, travelled through these ranges back in the mid-70s, it was a very different story. Four-wheel drives back then were nowhere near as capable as they are today, and Tony Brown's trip across Australia in a Series 1 Land Rover was quite a different experience to the type of driving we're doing today in these really well set up vehicles. In fact, when Tony undertook his big trip across Australia in 1975, he spent much of his time helping out fellow travellers with various mechanical problems and equipment failures. Tony always had a real talent for making stuff, so when he returned to Melbourne, he combined this expertise with the field experience he picked up on his travels and started building 4x4 equipment. Little did he know that this would lead to the foundation of a company that would revolutionise remote area vehicle-based travel. ARB's story was forged on vehicle protection equipment, and in particular the requirement for a bull bar that was strong enough to prevent a vehicle becoming immobilised and leaving the occupant stranded following an animal strike. But it wasn't long before demand for vehicle protection went beyond the front of a four-wheel drive, and ARB began making protection equipment for the side, rear and underneath of a four-wheel drive. Whilst the bull bar was ARB's foundation product, the range has continually expanded to include a whole lineup of gear, all aimed at making remote area vehicle-based travel a safer and more enjoyable experience. The background to over 40 years of product development at ARB is our extensive in-house engineering capability. Our engineering team, which today comprises of over 60 design and production engineers, is highly regarded around the world as the most experienced team of 4x4 vehicle specialist engineers in the business. At the absolute core of any product development at ARB is functionality, reliability and safety. Our design teams are fastidious with ensuring ARB equipment not only meets any relevant vehicle legislation, but is also fully compatible with all of the vehicle's safety systems. Of course, to build all of this gear, it's critical to have state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities at your disposal, and this again is an area where ARB is in a league of its own. Our primary manufacturing plant is based in Melbourne, Australia, and it's there we build our world-famous products such as bull bars, locking differentials, air compressors, and a whole host of other gear. In more recent times, ARB has established another manufacturing plant in Thailand, which has really allowed us to ramp up our capabilities and service markets right around the world. One of the first vehicles that ARB started doing accessories for back in the mid-1970s was the Toyota Land Cruiser 40 Series. Whilst we still cater for this model with a full line of gear to this day, the latest generation of off-road vehicles are very different machines. To ensure we're able to service these modern vehicles, as well as heavily investing in engineering and manufacturing, ARB has built an extensive network of specialist 4x4 stores. In Australia, this network comprises of a mixture of company and privately owned ARB stores located in all major cities and regional towns, along with a sizable group of smaller independent resellers. Outside of Australia, world markets are serviced by ARB-owned distribution centres in the United States, Europe and Thailand. In conjunction with our main warehouse in Melbourne, these distribution centres service over 100 countries around the world. ARB's customers are extremely diverse and include mining companies, government agencies and fleet management organisations. Of course, many end users are just folks looking to get out and experience some off-road adventure. A lot's changed since Tony Brown founded ARB over 40 years ago, but something that hasn't is our fundamental culture and philosophy of striving to offer the absolute best products possible. Environments such as this are spectacular places to visit, irrespective of whether you come out here for work or with the family. But to travel out here in total confidence and in complete safety, you need to be properly prepared. And there is no company that is more experienced or better equipped to outfit your four-wheel drive than ARB. Whether you require equipment for an entire fleet of 4x4s or a single vehicle setup, we're perfectly positioned to ensure you get the absolute best out of your four-wheel drive to experience the environments like this.